the governor is saying no price is too big to pay for peace, then why did he start the fight in the first place? He should not allow anything happen to Edison Hill. Let's better hand over to Tony Eko since no price is too big to pay for peace. Okay. Another person says Edwin Clark should let the sleeping dog lie. Peace has come to stay. Don't heat up the polity anymore. Where were you while this crisis was ongoing? We expected you to know that there is no volume of sacrifice too big to achieve peace. Womet from Elele. All right. Maybe some months later, I wouldn't want to say much about this. Some months after now, maybe 5 months time, then I'll come back and sit down and say, okay, so let's look at this. Until that time, we can't, because if you look at it, a lot of people still have questions to ask. Questions like, trust has been broken. Questions like, will these people be working for the government now when this action that unraveled has clearly shown that certain people, certain individuals they're not loyal to the state or to the governor, but are loyal not to the plans the governor has for his administration or the people of Rivers State and to the state, but seem like most of them are loyal to other individuals who are not currently in a position of power in the state. So clearly, the minister has a lot of faithfuls in the government. That's how it will look like right now. So the question would be, well, with this reconciliation, in quote, are we going to see everyone jump on ship with the governor to ensure that what he thinks is right for the administration and for Rivers people is what is accomplished? Like I said, in 5 months' time. Let's just tell us your name and where you're calling from quickly. Good morning. Your name and where you're calling from.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm a mega calling from Port Harcourt.
Go ahead.
Edwin Clark should allow peace to reign. We should allow peace to reign. Because they are turning into ethnicity. We don't want this kind of thing in Rivers State. These people are politicians. This is the best peace talk I've ever seen in Rivers State. So that they are with peace. Look at someone like Rito Dele. He's a father. He's their godfather. All of them, they are including Amecho, Wito, President Governor Sini. Rito Dele is their godfather. And Rito Dele doing well in this state. If you don't like it, you honorable resign. But look at the statement now. You understand? So the man is ready. So he wants peace. Even the former governor wants peace. So people should stop all these things they are doing, trying to hit up the politics. And they cannot do anything, And people that even supporting him now, they are people that they didn't give any single vote. They are just parabolating, looking for their own pocket. They shall have peace to reign, I beg.
All right, thank you. I think for one thing, I'm glad that we have a lot of people saying, well, the step the governor has taken is the right one, because if you go back, cast your mind back, most of the people who are commending this now did not commend former President Goodluck Jonathan when he chose to take the path of peace and, let go of everything and how he ran his government. Oh, he was too weak was what many people said. He was too soft. Why would he just do that? He's a president. He should... I'm glad to hear now that we have many Rivers people who in this particular situation think this is the right thing. There's no point trying to slug it out and show who is more powerful and who has more control. Good morning, Nigeria Info.
Andrew, good morning.
You're welcome.
Yes, my name is J.A. and I'm calling you from Port Harcourt right now.
Okay, go ahead.
Andrew, please help me turn to Premium Times on the 11th of February 2022, where the Supreme Court ruled on the order 10 of the president, right? When they talk about the autonomy to local government, to state assembly, and the judiciary. And the Supreme Court ruled against it because the 36 governors said they don't want it. I don't know if you remember that incident. Chair 11th February 2022 Premium Times. Now you are now finding agreement asking a governor, meanwhile all the former governors said they don't want it, that a governor now should grant what the Supreme Court, what the Constitution frowned against to some lawmakers because peace should reign. Violating the Constitution, I don't get it at all. So the fears of all the analysts, I think that is a very big fear. Now, this is it. If you are saying that the commissioners who voluntarily resigned should come back, what about those who left their party for another party? What happened to them? Are we considering that now? Or they just go because they have joined the president party to grow their ranks while others to suffer? I'm not getting it at all. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you, JJ. Good morning, Nigeria Info.
Good morning, my brother is here.
Welcome. Good morning.
Yeah, my name is Chief Comrade I am Brave.
Okay.
Yeah, if you hear me, that communique that we are signed,
Mm-hmm.
why did they exclude Edison, who is the substantive speaker? He was not there. But Martin Amewule was there. The deputy governor was there. And why is it that the elder statesmen of the state were not there? Somebody like Ada Rufus George was not there. And also Edwin Clark was not there. And look at the memorandum that the assembly should sit wherever they like. And also, it will not set up caretaker committee at the local government level. And it should bring the budget back to these assembly members that are defected from their party.
Let's take a break now.
Get in on the action with Betano, your exciting destination.
on the Punch newspaper, a few headlines to look at. This one says, protect your database from hackers. IG advises banks. Cash crunch. NLC warns federal government of mass protest. Again, banks cut withdrawals. I mean, that's been going on for quite a while now. I mean, the situation with cash scarcity. Rivers, PDP clerk faults Tinubu's peace deal. APC slams opposition. Another one here says domestic borrowing jumps by 134%, rises to 52 trillion naira. All of those you would find on the Punch newspaper, and some more on the Vanguard. No price too big for peace in Rivers. Fubara, that's the governor speaking there on that headline from the Vanguard newspaper. Another one says banks need recapitalization to survive macroeconomic risks. CBN. $19 billion Dangote refinery gets another 1 million barrels crude oil. You would also see that one on the Vanguard newspaper. And this one says prevailing naira scarcity unacceptable. That is Labour speaking there. There's just plenty. Telcos to block subscribers without NIN on February. You want to find out when and details, then the Vanguard is where you should go to. We are also streaming on Facebook at Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. So do well to join that conversation. You can listen, watch, and comment live on Facebook. So take advantage of it. Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. On the Nation newspaper, you would see this one written as no price too much to pay for peace in Rivers, says Governor Fubara. CBN. Banks breach loan limit regulation. I was just talking about this with a colleague of mine yesterday about banks and how they breach their loan limits. Well, that's the headline. Find out details on the Nation newspaper. National Assembly to pass 2024 budget before December 30, says Abbas. And this one says why federal government is eyeing Islamic finance by Edun. You'll also see that on the Nation newspaper. The phone numbers again are 0817-923-0007, 0817-923-0007. You can also call 0817-923-0003. The WhatsApp number remains 0809 0306416, 0809-0306416. Let's look at some messages on WhatsApp first. Good morning. Governor Fubara said that he's ready to broker peace in the state. Please let the governor. I want to disagree with the governor. How can you obey or sign such agreement against your personal wish and that of Rivers State people? President Tinubu, please keep away from the politics of Rivers State. Is a king boy. Now, first off, when you saw the videos of the governor and the minister, it didn't look like the governor was forced. The governor did not say he was forced. He has not said he's being forced. If he looked at it, I'm sure the governor is a governor and he's literate. You know what that means? He can read and he understands. So he looked at it and he felt this is okay to sign. And he signed. It is well within his power to say, no, I am not signing, but he chose to, which means he sees that, well, this makes sense and I think it's fair, so let's do it. So beyond that, I think it would be out of place for anybody now to begin to, on behalf of the governor, want to cry and create what the governor, who is the person in the quote eye of the storm, as it were, hasn't said anything contrary to the agreement or complained about the contents of that agreement. Nobody from the government, when I'm saying nobody, I mean in the Commissioner for Information or any other person of that hierarchy, haven't said anything with regards to the document. So I think the way forward now is to look at how development and governance goes on from here. That's it. To me, the resolution by Mr. President was all in the interest of the minister. I'm not seeing this resolution last, but may God protect us. Amen. Christian from Igbo Ichie. This person says it is so worrisome that the political class in the country often behave like there are no laws in Nigeria. I think that's where I've asked this question yesterday. The role of the president in this, what the law says, etc., etc. But then, is there something we are missing? Is there something we are missing that gives them the ability to do what they do regardless of what the law says? Well, it's like many people would say, is the law only meant for the common man? Is it when it is the common man that the law works perfectly and is followed to the latter? Well, that's the question many people ask. And you wouldn't blame them, because sometimes when they don't understand how political leaders and politicians and go about what they do with the law, you raise room for people to ask those kind of questions. Good morning. If Governor Fubara accepts the so-called resolution by the president, it means that Rivers State is now controlled by one person. For me, this will be total betrayal to Edison here. The other assembly members and Rivers people who supported and stood by the governor we are watching. Emmanuel JP from Aoda sent that message. Okay, in Nkoro, we have Ida on the line. Ida, good morning.
Yeah, Andrew, thank you very much. Andrew, look at what they read out. The House of Assembly who go and sit anywhere. Let them come to Nkoro and sit. I prepare a place for them to come and sit. No one favor the governor. You tell me that the governor signed that in there. I believe that my governor is from my local government, is my brother, he did not sign that thing. Yes, I believe him that did not sign that thing. With the former governor of Rivers State will not be developed. And if they come to town houses, during this crisis now, they are doing all through them. Before, when this present governor with the former governor, when they are doing that road, the former governor ordered them to go from there. But now they are walking on the road in town. Look at street lights everywhere. With the former governor, Rivers State will not be developed. Let him leave the present governor alone. The present governor is not bigger than Rivers State alone. Maybe if he signed for him, he signed for himself. He's not signed for Rivers State. Me, I don't want that peace. I don't want the peace. Me, that don't want the peace. Please, the former governor should leave this governor alone to work for Rivers State. Thank you very much. God bless you. I'm angry this morning.
All right, Ida, thank you. I'm shocked that you're saying that with the former governor, Rivers State would not be developed, because you were one of the people that was very vocal about the projects of the former governor, calling him Mr. Project, flagging off and commissioning, even when he was about to leave office, still flagging off and commissioning. So I'm wondering now why you are saying the state would not have been developed. Well, George is in Buguma. I think it's also interesting that we have a conversation about what development really is. Good morning, George.
Yes, Andrew, good morning.
Go ahead.
This is Isaiah George. Yes, Andrew, I want to let the governor know that this truth will be incomplete without legal interpretation to many sides of this truth that was signed in Abuja. I like his position for saying that he can pay anything for peace to reign. Because when this whole thing started, you remember, I sue for peace. I sue for peace for many times. But as it stands now, you should know that the issues on ground has gone beyond only him going to Abuja without any other person. All the people who saw there are just APC members and people who are loyal to, who are close to the former governor. So you should know that the position of the joint leader, every class, is very paramount to us. And this truth will be incomplete without the position of the joint leader, every class, and many other joint leaders who are been involved, who are watching this whole scenario from the beginning. I want to let you know that our position of the job people is at stake, and you should know that before now they have questioned him that where he came from, whether it's a good result son. This is the time to
right, George. Thank you. Time exhausted. Let's go to Ichie now. Temple is on the line.
And we are very angry with what is going on.
Temple, good morning.
Good morning, the very distinguished Ifemi Andrew.
Go ahead, Temple. I'm fine, thank you.
Yes, so compliment of the season. The very distinguished Ifemi Andrew. In as much as I am concerned, I want to tell the elder statesman, Edwin Clark, in the church to really say, what does that mean? That you cannot cry more than the bereaved. If our governor has welcomed this peace talk, as he has rightly said, that he will give us anything, he will give anything in order to ensure that peace reign in Rivers State. I think that is for me is much paramount, and that is for me will usher in nothing but development and employment for Rivers people. So for me, those that are saying no, I don't agree, I don't agree. If the governor agree, who are you? Can you do anything else? For me, allow the young man to govern this River State in peace. The former governor, Chief Barrister Iyenwike, saw the good in Governor Sim. He saw how competent, how good, how it was his readiness to ensure that River State is being developed. And he gave him that unreserved support. For me, if the man said that is the best way for us to go, I would say it's a welcome development. As I join the other, traditional rulers in calling on the government, most importantly, Governor Sim, to come fix the bad road in Eche. They talk about Umechem road. They talk about the Afara road that is nothing to write home about. The Isu road that is nothing to write home about. A lot of bad roads. Odogwa, Aqua, Eche.
All right, Temple, thank you very much. Let's go now. Origi, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Colonel. How are you?
Very fine. Andrew here.
Andrew, okay, sorry, Andrew.
Go ahead.
Our River State, I don't know what is our problem. There was problem, and we were looking way to mend this problem. No one person has ever tried to say, let's go and reconcile these people. Instead, they were fusing the two of them, putting fire. Today, this problem has been resolved. And the governor, with his own wisdom, he's a lettered man. He's educated. Who said it's okay with the agreement? Who is Edwin Clark? Where were you when the problem was on? Where were Antonio Coach? I mean, the so-called the professor of law who said he's not a good one. Why are they causing problems in River State? Because they have all been benefited by one money or the other because there's problem. People enjoy problem because that is when they eat. They should allow the governor to run the state as a governor. They should not be giving people to make calls and cause problems. Of course, I'm happy that the governor is a learned man. He will not listen to them. Thank you.
All right, Samuel in Rumo Kalagbo, good morning.
Good morning, Andrew.
All right, good morning, Samuel.
The comment of Governor Fubara, I want to tell you that, Andrew, this comment of Governor Fubara is also the same comment of former President Jonathan that keep us where we are today. Let the Fubara tell us, what about these four lawmakers that stood for him, that fight for him? People like Edison Hill. Look at this thing Fubara is doing. Is exactly what former President Jonathan is doing. That is where we are today. Look at the condition where the state, the country are today. Is also the comment of former Goodluck Jonathan. That is what Fubara is playing now. Look at the state. If you are not capable to be governor, resign. Let Fubara resign. Fubara is not capable to be governor. If it is a weekend, can never take this nonsense. Can never even agree for this this resolution. They just went to Abuja. This thing is just like a coup. The plan for Fubara. So let him resign if he is not willing to govern the state. People like him cannot govern. I remember comments of Odele one certain time that if you are not capable, he cannot rule River State. If you are not agile, he cannot rule River State. Fubara cannot rule River State. It's not agile. You should look for somebody that is agile. Thank you.
All right, thank you. But I think just to one impression, there's nothing that you would say that the condition of the country or the state is as a result of what former President Goodluck Jonathan did. I think that's out of place. You were the one that went to the polls. You were the one that voted. You are the one that saw the candidates and chose the one you were voting for whatever reason. So you can't turn around now and say things are not going the way you want, and then you blame it on somebody else. During the election, everybody can choose what they want. You ensured that that one won. So now, don't come and blame anybody from anywhere. If there's anybody you blame, it's yourself for not looking properly before you made a choice. Leighton Barry is on the line from Bori.
Thank you.
Go ahead, Leighton Barry. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Ichemi Andrew. Yeah, let me look at Governor Sim. Say he is ready for to pay any price for peace in Rivers State. I think, well, to me, I would say it's a welcome development since he has tried to sue for peace. I know Governor Sim Fubara is a gentleman with a genuine understanding. But one mistake he made is that when he made this journey, he was supposed to be with his party and with some elders of Rivers State. But in as much as nobody is an encyclopedia of knowledge, I think that mistake was an expensive one. Because you still see that the party in politics will say decision is supreme. And now, after making that decision, the party will come up with theirs. You know, there are two things in life. There is what we call public decision and personal decision. You know, SIM represents the interest of the public. And so there will have been need. If you watch that on Monday, I call you out behind this thing to ask you about JAJ, which I wanted to whisper something to him because I had the information in Abuja. But there was no way. But the decision taken so far is affecting the public now because the public has decided and they are taking a drastic decision on how to go about the peace and governance in Rivers State together with the governor. So I think that the mistake he made was to have come back to seek the public opinion. And
all right, Leighton Barry, really thank you very much. Frank is in D-line. Thank you, Leighton Barry. Let's go to Frank. Frank, good morning. Good morning.
Yeah, Frank from D-line.
Okay.
Let me get on the comment of my governor saying there's no peace, no price is too much to pay. Yes, it's a good one. My governor is peace in the River State for him to succeed. If there is crisis, my governor cannot succeed. Just saying that my governor should not sign that peace accord. Please, people should just say that, and I pray for the development of the River State. I want my governor to succeed. If my governor succeeds, I will be happy. This is my comment this morning. Thank you, and God bless you.
All right, thank you. Vincent is in a chair. Let's take, okay. Vincent, you'd have to try and get back to us. We'll take one more call and then we go over to the messages. Let's see what you're saying on Facebook. Remember, it is Nigeria Info 92.3 PH on Facebook. Join in on the conversation. We'll take some more WhatsApp messages as well. 0809 030 6416 is the WhatsApp number. So let's hear from you on Facebook. Emmanuel C. Inyama says, all we need is peace. Without peace, our civil service employment will not be concluded. Chibike Dioke, listening from PH City. Udeme Udofia says, if the governor accepts such resolutions, I wonder if he's fit to be governor. Mark Princely says, okay. Hold on. Okay, let's see this one on WhatsApp. It says here, sorry. Dawari Jim George says, if the governor should do the right thing for Rivers people, if he will not listen to Rivers State people, he should leave the office. So another person says, meanwhile, the case of former President Jonathan and what we've seen in Rivers State today, are they the same? I don't understand some analysis. So well, because you don't understand, like you said, you don't understand. That is why you would not understand it. Good morning. For Governor Fubara to sign that agreement 3 months, he will what? I don't get that. Grant, I didn't get that message. If Fubara knows that there's no sacrifice too much for peace, why did he comply in the beginning? He should have finished what he has started. Jasmo from Tombia sent in that message. Jasmo. Okay, we have more comments on Facebook. I'll see how much more I can take. Another message on Facebook here reads, okay, God's Time Elemo on Facebook says, I tell people that we don't know the kind of agreement the minister and governor had before now. That's also another important thing to look at. Obioma Noble says the governor has shown much capacity as a peace-loving man. Let everyone abide by the peace resolution. Until the governor speaks about it, I would not say anything. This is Fubara Fubison, which is what I've said, because everybody is saying what they are saying. The governor who is in the middle has not said it is wrong or it is bad or is unhappy. Nothing. So, I mean, even when this whole thing has been ongoing, I always said it here. The governor has not come out one day and said, this is what the reason why this happened, or this is what. The only thing he said was, what did I do? Tell Rivers people. I think that's the only thing he said about the situation. This one says the governor should address Rivers people on this agreement issue. Ogu Ojone Justice, you sent in that message. Let's see if we can get some of your messages on X. On X. Okay. Good morning. Patrick Amadi says, we didn't get that one. Oh man, we're already out of time and finding it difficult to access those messages. Well, thank you very much. Good morning. Let's take a very short commercial. We'll be back.
Just in, a man lost his life savings to a scammer using the QNet name.